This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Welcome to the Diecast Podcast. I am your host and DM, Johnny, and this is Tales from Trollskull, Volume 2, as we join our group in the sewers of Waterdeep, trying to find a cure. Before we get into the rest of the episode, first, let me tell you, you can find us on our website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, any app that plays a podcast, and on Twitter at Diecast Podcast, or on Instagram, the Diecast Podcast. We're probably going to be using that a little bit more. My apologies. I've been a little under the weather. If my throat sounds a little hoarse, I've been trying to get better. So much has happened. First of all, thank you so much to the Canadian Podcast Awards and Fan Expo for hosting us. Everyone was great. Jennifer, John, Chuck, you were all wonderful. If you came by and saw us at the booth, thank you so much. It was great to see you. It was great to talk some D&D, and it was great to record in front of everybody. Speaking of which, we'll be playing the live show, which is the next episode in this series, on our Twitch channel. We have one. We haven't done much with it, but we will be showing our awesome and cool live episode Wednesday, September 13th at 8 p.m. EST. We will spam links, we will spam video, and we will spam pictures across all the socials to let you know, but it will be there. And then the audio version will be released as a podcast on the following Saturday, and it'll be cool and gravy. And then back to our original Tuesday release schedule. So it's going to be a whole bunch of episodes, smush, all together. But check out that live episode. It's 45 minutes of fun and amazement. It was really cool to do. We hope we get to do a lot more in the future and see a whole bunch of more of you out at conventions, out at expos. We will be there. We will be there en masse, and we would like to see you and say hello. We want to say thank you to our sponsors, the Storytelling Collective. They're currently in the midst of Short Story September. You can go check out their website or their socials to get involved. It's just a bunch of small prompts to get you writing short stories. It spawns off a lot of good ideas, a lot of creative adventures. Go check them out at storytellingcollective.com, their website, or on social media at storytellingcole. They are a fantastic organization, and they are branching out and growing, and we are happy to see them grow because they're an all-inclusive organization of people to help you tell better stories. Comics, poetry, short story, TTRPG writing, they have it all covered. Go check them out. I can't say enough good things about them. Really go give them a look. You will love what you see when you go check them out. I think that is it. I'm trying to get this done under the weather. I think I got that. Live show, sponsors, socials, lots of fun coming up in this episode. The Ranger Lord is on full display. Whitney does such a great job. I can't wait for you to listen. And then the live episode is next Wednesday, September 13th. 45 minutes of fun and adventure. I'm already starting to fade fast in this, but I love you all so much. Tell a loved one how you feel. I will see you on Wednesday, and then on Saturday, and then on Tuesday again for the finale. I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy out there. Tell a loved one how you feel. I love you all so much. All right, see you next week. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast. I am your host and DM, Johnny, and we are here for Tales from Trollskull. Going to do that one more time because Tales from Trollskull is a completely different series. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast. I am your host and DM, Johnny, and welcome to Tales from Trollskull, Volume 2, Episode 9, 10, something like that. We're in that ballpark. And I'm trying to refrain myself from doing this as Kermit the Frog as earlier, but we have our group of Pichu, our Ranger Lord, our encyclopedic druid, and our golden eye cleric, who has now seen more golden eyes pop up in the group, venturing down into the sewers on a quest to find ingredients to find a cure for the Order of the Silver Gauntlet. They encountered some very familiar Rat King beast undead aberrations and successfully conquered them, and discovered that there was a small little gazer popping his one little bulbous floating eye around the corner from your group after a successful encounter. Not so successful for athletics and acrobatics checks. Some people got dipped in the goo. They became golden-eyed. Some things happened. But that's tomorrow's problem. That's tomorrow's problem. But we are, once again, in a very hot and humid. There is sweat just kind of, or there's condensation beating on everyone's who's wearing metallic armor. Like everyone's leather armor is kind of just glistening just with kind of just like a dew. And everyone just has like sweat rolling down their foreheads, kind of stinging their eyes. Some are much more golden now. As you see this one little gazer pop his head, like, is all the troubles gone? I can come out now.
Yes. And Eleanor is sort of gonna look towards the voice. Can we tell who comes yonder? There's a light sort of nearby it.
Absolutely, there are actually small little sconces. Actually, based on what happened with the previous group. You were surrounded by darkness, and then all of a sudden, just kind of the lights go on. Like someone just literally flicks a switch, and the lights come on. And the gaze like, "Oh, whoa! That's crazy. It's been dark down here for so long. I've been so accustomed. Got to let me blink my eye a little bit. Blink, blink, blink." As you see this little, almost about the size of a basketball, with like two little baby eye stalk nubs just like coming out. It's like, so yeah, thanks for saving me. If I had hands, I'd give you some finger snaps, some finger guns. But yeah, so we're good, right? No more fighting. Like we're all pretty spent. Like you guys look kind of tired, so I'm just gonna go and let's just call it a draw.
Well, actually, I mean, we're adventurers of science. And we could actually use your help. We don't really need to fight.
Oh, science! I'd be glad to help, but I flunked science. I was like a gym gazer.
Yeah,
like that. That was my specialty. I mean, like, I can do a good psionic push up. Very solid.
Mm-hmm. Well, Guano is very athletic too. I mean, But we could use some of your time before you go, and Eleanor doesn't want to like alert the gazer to be like flee down the other way, but she's sort of like has got one arm out, just kind of like why don't you join us for conversation?
I'm saying give me a persuasion check made with advantage because you spiced it up with the description a little bit. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Damn. Nice job.
Good start.
Great first roll for the day. Also, I'm doing the D&D 1 rules where if you roll a natural 20, you get yourself a point of inspiration to later on. You only get a max of 1, so spend them. If you got them, spend them. You see the gazer go,
good.
Oh, yeah. Like, absolutely. Like, yeah, totally help me out. My name's Dougal, by the way. So just, I was just chilling down here, not doing anything illegal or suspicious, anything like that. But and you see him kind of just like floats over and is like, all right, well, what can I do you for?
Oh, Dougal, what a pleasure. I'm Eleanor. This is Juano, like I said. And we also have, and she'll sort of motion to everybody else to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Pishu, and I'm quite intrigued by your non-illegal activities.
Let me assure you, they're the most non-illegal.
Fascinating.
Hi.
Oh, I know
That's
you.
it.
I know you. I've seen your
No,
picture.
you don't.
I do. Yeah, you're the Ranger Lord. Couple of friends got your trading card. It's really cool.
Oh, what? What? There are cards now?
Yeah. They got little trading cards. You play like a little game. It's called The Enchanted Forest, The Gathering, and like you're the best card to have.
Oh no, I didn't approve this.
You should get some residuals for that or something at least.
You're not getting residuals? Oh, that's the second least non-illegal thing I've heard down here today.
Now, listen, Dougal, like I said, we are adventurers out looking for scientific discovery, if you would. We were sent looking for, what was it, Pichu?
You don't by any chance have any extra eye stalks laying around, do you?
I mean, like I've got two, and I'm kind of, he kind of wiggles them.
Using them. Mm-hmm.
They're kind of nice. I like them.
I also like them.
Do you want to do an intimidation check or a persuasion check?
I actually think that is more ambiguous.
Okay.
Than intimidating.
Fair enough. Creaking that door open if you wanted to take it, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I don't think we have to go that far. Maybe you could just you have a lot of potions and stuff, right, Pishu? You got an empty vial or flask or cup.
Yeah, we have flasks galore, and above table, we're looking for the fluid of their eyes,
yes,
or
correct.
is this okay? Great.
I mean, an eye stalk is a good way. It's kind of like a freezy. You just kind of squeeze it down.
I see.
But he is also
I was just gonna say he should just squirt a couple tears into it.
Cry a little.
Squirt a couple. You just need gazer tears. That's a bit weird. I mean, I'm also kind of happy for a gazer. You got to make me sad. You gotta upset me somehow.
You're probably the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That is hurtful, but I am aware of my own appearances.
Oh. I mean, I just saw a rat king.
All right. I'll say either give me a persuasion or a performance check, your choice, but it's going to be made at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm already negative at both of those things.
7.
7.
Big old 7. You say, I mean, I see what you're doing, but I mean, I guess if you see the punch coming, you kind of brace yourself up for
right.
it. I don't feel very sad right now.
Fair. Well, what does make you sad? I mean, is there any injustices in your living arrangements? Is there something that you're missing in life?
Have you been on the surface? It's speciest. If you're a biped or a quadruped, you get all the rights and freedoms in the world, but you're a big floating eyeball, and all of a sudden you're a monster, and you gotta does air quotes with his two eye stalks, and you gotta be destroyed, removed from the living. I mean, there's a reason we use the sewers, because you don't gotta look at people the entire time. That makes me kind of upset. More rights for gazers, more rights for floating eyeballs, I say.
Speaking of your rights, what will I find over here?
Give me your choice of investigation or perception.
It's going to be investigation all day. 17.
17. You actually see behind one of these little kind of stone outcroppings is a small little pile of refuse that has clearly been psionically thrown together at the last minute. And you can see what's kind of like a brown kind of backpack burlap sack type of deal underneath it. Oh, hey. I mean, hey, we're all talking out here. Let's just stay out here and talk. That's all we got to talk about. Hey, we're talking, you're talking, I'm talking. We're all kind of talking. We're just talking.
I feel if I were to rifle through your ill-gotten gains, perhaps that would make you quite upset.
It actually would. You'd disrupt a lot of planning and hijinks that I've been up to. I would be
That sounds terrible for you. All that frustration, all the work thrown down the drain, but for just to see me. I guess I'll have to, to see me. Hold on one quick second. forgot canonically. I cast Mending on
on Curtis.
on Curtis, and he gets back up,
Nice.
or it rather, and then me and Curtis come back here. Wrong character. And I'll send Curtis to like start disturbing the
wait, no.
files.
Oh, wait. Okay. Here's
Sounds quite frustrating because it just put you to tears.
You actually see him using his two little eye stalks. It's almost like little nubby hands. He's like, okay, just stop. Just please, just stop. You're interfering with a lot of work. Okay, so you need some eyeball juice. All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna cut.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone here a doctor?
Oh, I have a doctorate.
That
I'm
counts.
not a doctor.
That's a bit unnerving, but I will also take it. If you've got like a little syringe or something, I'll let you like just poke something in the back, take a little sample.
Oh, we're very good at samples. Yes. Yeah. Eleanor will like sort of like rummage through her pack and like find something.
Absolutely. You have enough glass vials and enough syringes or other devices to withdraw some liquid. So I will say this is going to be a medicine check. But the DC is going to be a little tough. It'll be DC 15.
Go medicine.
16.
Wow.
As you see Eleanor take out this nice syringe, cleans it, gets a little swab and wipes down the spot. It's like, oh, that's a little cold. That's a little cold. And then just as you say that's a little cold, like, oh, that's a little sharp. That's a little pointy. And you just
deep breath.
You pull about half a cc of gazer eyeball fluid. It's like, okay, I mean, like it'll refill, right? That you're a doctor, right? That'll refill, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It regenerates 24 to 48 hours, so you should be brink sminking you by Friday.
I will say, give me either a deception or medicine check, your choice.
I'll do another medicine, sure.
11 is like, okay. Well, I mean, like if it's a professional telling me, that's all right then. So you've got your juice. I've got my non-illegal plans happening. Like we good. We're square.
And Eleanor's just sort of like squirting the CC into a vial, corking it, like putting it safely. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, our business here is done. Yes.
All right. Well, good. Doing business. He kind of like just gives like a little tip of the eye stalk. He's like, and I'll see you later. And he just goes bobbing down the sewer like, boo, ba-doo, 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 boo, boo. You actually hear him cut like his little tune echoing off the walls and the ceiling of the sewers as he goes. Congratulations. You got your first ingredient.
Woohoo!
Surely his evil plans will not come to foil us anytime in the future. For that I am certain.
Did you see anything interesting in his bags?
You actually,
or are they still behind? Or
they're still. He has left something absolutely still there.
Well, I am curious by nature. So yeah, I will go through and see what is left here. I'll do investigation again.
Absolutely. You get advantage on it this time because you've already searched it.
19.
Ooh. No, 19. So as you scooch away the debris, you open up this burlap backpack, and on the inside you find a sealed envelope with a wax seal, a big kind of X in the middle of it. Give me a history check. 9.
I rolled a 5, so 9.
You do not recognize the logo on. And
peculiar.
It's got two very almost like old school milk bottles, but the fluid is like this bright like lightsaber light blue color, and it's luminescent. And as you like jostle them around, every time you jostle them, they kind of like woo, they light up a little bit.
Fascinating. I cannot say for what these objects are or whom this letter is from, but I'm quite tempted to open this, I must admit.
I mean, we're already here. Might as well.
Yeah, I have no qualms with this. And I'll read this.
Wop, wop, wop.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, so illegal.
So,
I don't believe in stalker rights.
ouch, ouch. Good thing Google isn't there. As you pop you break the wax seal, you open up the letter. What languages do you speak, Pichu?
What common? I have Gnomish and Elvish.
What about Curtis? Does Curtis speak other languages?
Yeah, Curtis is.
Beep boop.
Yeah, it's a beep.
English only.
He speaks binding.
Beep
Yeah.
boops only.
I don't think. Well, Curtis cannot. I guess could emit sound, but cannot emit language.
None of those. You do not recognize the language that you're looking at right now.
Can't say that I recognize this. Anyone else here?
I'll take a look at it. I've got Draconic and Druidic.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, none of those work.
I can try. I only read Dwarven and Giant and Common.
Unfortunately for Wano, that is not a language you recognize either. I will say for Eleanor and Wano, give me a history check as well.
Try it, Daisy. Try it.
Ooh, 8 and 5, unfortunately.
The languages I have that have not been named already are Infernal and Sylvan.
It is in Sylvan.
Aha! That one comes in clutch sometimes.
Nice.
Also, Daisy, also give me a history check as well.
Oh, okay.
Like that loopy always gets me. You think it's gonna be right sideways, but yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea what that wax seal is. Elvish is all in Comic Sans, and Sylvan's in Times New Roman. I need the serifs. So it reads from the head alchemist of the Xanathar's Guild. They have quote unquote in quote blocks procured 2 vials of a special fluid or a special liquid from the Order of the Silver Gauntlet. They are doing it for self-preservation and protection because they don't trust the paladins anymore.
Wow.
Huh.
They feel that this would be a better use in the hands of people who would use it responsibly as opposed to those who would sit on its potential.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we don't see who it's addressed to?
It is actually addressed to, let me bring up my notes. It is addressed to Torma of the Gutter Runner Society. Torma. And it looks like they wanted to pass this off to somebody where they could hide it properly and keep the paladins from not using it.
Wow.
So we're going to take this, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's of no use down here.
We're stealing?
And the letter doesn't say what the liquid is. It's just special liquid.
It is quote unquote special liquid. Give me a medicine check, Eleanor.
I will look at it.
15. As you pick it up, it feels warm to the touch, almost like holding like a freshly melted marshmallow in your hand, that type of warmth. And as you wiggle it, like you shake it around, you realize that there's this kind of like sound harmony to it. Like it's almost kind of like a rainmaker, but for like a harmony, like wah.
This is giving me serious Wendy vibes.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. No. It's like Wendy's second cousin vibes. There's something magical and mystical and healing about this liquid. But with 15, yeah, Eleanor, this seems to be just kind of like you don't know exactly what the source of it is, but it seems like you've just got like pure healing mana magic that is kind of taking that healing mold, and it can literally become anything. You just have to craft it or shape it into the thing that you want it to do.
Interesting. It's got, and I'll share it with the group, just kind of like, well, based on the viscosity and its appearance and state of matter, it definitely seems to be some sort of healing conduit liquid of some sort in its raw form. So I'd say it's definitely worthwhile to, not steal it. If anything, we'll be returning it to its rightful owners.
Right, Dougal doesn't even have like arms, so I don't know how he's getting it anywhere.
Also, potentially could cure our current ailments. Worst comes to worse.
Could be quite a conduit, yes.
I mean, like you've got 2 bottles of it if anyone wants to mess around.
I'll just mess around with an Arcana check based on the information I've heard to see if I recognize this.
Yes, you know exactly where this comes from, Pichu. This is the magic equivalent of tapping a maple tree for syrup. That this is like a pure drip from a ley line, and it's just been given like a little bit of healing magic flavor to it. Essentially, with that 26, you essentially know that you get, if you can tap into a ley line and get some of that magical power, arcane power out of it, you've got a magical source that can literally become anything. And it looks like that whoever had these 2 bottles of liquids, and it's not uncommon for something like that to be in a paladin or a priest's temple to help out with making healing potions, making healing weapons, healing items, something that will help rejuvenate or restore life. It's what you know is it's got almost unlimited potential of what it could do. And it's like, it's that raw, almost before you put into like a snow cone type of syrup for the maple syrup. It is in its almost purest raw state.
Oh my, this is quite important. Anyway, yes, we should definitely keep both of these bottles. I think I should perhaps just hold on to one for no specific reasons at the present time.
Well, I mean, I'm a woman of science too, and there's 2 of them, so take one each.
Disagree.
Just like he just picks up, he just points his nose up and goes, "I will not partake in this thievery, for I like to sleep well at night. So you thieves can steal."
Actually, with the golden eyes, you're now in your illness. You're now at the point where you actually don't sleep anymore.
That's why it's, yes, I don't sleep, but I would rather never sleep again.
Well, if it makes your conscience any cleaner, we have stolen from a thief himself.
That makes you no better. So no, it makes it makes it worse that I'm trucking around with thieves who steal. No honor amongst thieves, eh?
You're right, but the best discoveries happen upon the work on the shoulders of somebody else, so.
Well, what if we just find this Torma person and give it to them? Then we're just like,
because they have no intention in giving it back to anyone.
Oh.
Well, based on on what you read us too, it was going to Torma after being stolen, correct?
It was. Actually, and I'd say, Daisy, give me another history check for Torma. Actually, you'd have advantage on this as well, specifically for this situation.
Okay, hold on one moment. Oh.
10 is good enough.
Not good, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to roll it 3 times.
That's all right. 10's good enough for some basic info. Is that you know that Torma is a raccoon in the Gutter Runners Society, she's kind of like Red from Shawshank Redemption. She knows how to get things. She knows how to get people things. And the Gutter Runner Society has kind of taken a step up and filled some gaps in the underworld of Waterdeep. You also know that they are entirely almost made up of rodents and animals.
Amazing.
Wheatley
Well-
wants to meet this person very much. I don't know about Daisy.
Casey's a ranger. She's very attuned to the land, so maybe she's up on raccoon politics.
Gotta collect that trash.
Well, I don't hear many objections, Daisy. You're good. You can hold on to the letter, and that way you all have a piece of the puzzle.
I mean, you can do what you want with this. That's fine. I don't really have much of an interest in it. My only question is, do we take this letter at its word? Because if we do, we're on a mission for people who might not necessarily be trustworthy.
I hear you, but I mean, it doesn't inspire much confidence either that the thieves chose to steal from a larger organization above ground. So, and the way that I see it, we are, if anything, an impartial middle party in this whole situation.
And
I just mean in regards to our current task, finding ingredients for the Order of the Silver Gauntlet to make a cure.
Mm-hmm.
Can we trust the Order of the Silver Gauntlet after having read what we just read? Do we continue on with this?
Do you trust the word of a thief or do you trust the word of a paladin is the biggest question, I suppose.
Well,
I guess it's time to fuck around and find out.
that graph is starting to go up.
I guess, worst case scenario, if you feel like towards the end of our mission, the order cannot be trusted, Pichu and I could probably come up with the experimental cure, and we could probably run some tests faster than the order, honestly. They're well and capable, but, Paladin's place is in battle, not in the lab.
We should just be careful before handing them anything. Maybe.
Sounds good.
Yes, these fluids are quite powerful in their own way, the ways of many things. But yes, let us perhaps only confirm that we have one vial, for its uses could be innumerable.
Yeah, for Pichu and Eleanor, like these vial or these like milk bottles, they're giving you like goosebumps in the good way. You're like, ooh, there's so much that can be done with these.
So, to himself, Pichu's like, I'm going to make such a good set of armor with this goo.
And you do smell lemons. Dragonbait seems to agree with that sentiment.
Well, he's the goodest little boy ever, so
yes,
morally, we're in the clear.
So can we get out of the sewer now? Because I'm kind of in hell.
Yeah, there actually is a
yes,
ladder.
Absolutely.
There is a ladder right there.
Yes.
All right. Let's make our way back to the surface, and we can head towards the cemetery, I guess.
As you make your way up to the ladder, you feel that instant relief of cool air come washing down on top of you. You're out of the humidity. It's about early evening. It's like the evening starting to come. You can see the sun starting to set behind, or out to the ocean as the stars are starting to come up. And you hear the smells and sounds of Waterdeep at night beginning to take off as food carts set up for food and restaurants and taverns and inns start to get all wrangled and riled up. And people go out on their nightly best for a nighttime of drinks and dancing and dinners and having fun, completely oblivious. And you do notice that the golden eyes seem to be more prevalent than before. It seems to be more accepting of people just walking around with the golden eyes just straight up and out on their person. Do you wish to make your way to the city of the dead?
Aye.
Yeah.
You make your way through the windy streets of Waterdeep. It is very nice, and by the time you actually get through the crowds and get down there, the sun is just starting to set, and this nice nighttime glow of the city of the dead, which is a lot of people take a negative connotation to that, where it's literally just it's very much think of the what's that Pixar movie?
Coco.
Coco. Thank you. Where it's families coming out to meet the spirits and ghosts of past relatives, and there's these beautiful street lanterns that just start to give off this nice room temperature glow as it kind of lights up, and it's like this nice tranquil and serene place as you see ghosts and apparitions coming out of tombs and graves and meeting their families and giving them hugs and kind of just catching up on the news, or people just taking a nice stroll in the night through the city of the dead, because it's a very relaxing place to die to spend your afterlife.
Nice. Well, does anybody happen to have recently deceased acquaintance that might be willing to help us in our next goop acquisition?
You were given a tomb to go check out.
Oh, were we? I forget that information. Yeah, which tomb was that?
It was.
Should I roll for history or something?
No, it's stuff you'd have recently known. It was lot 174. I have lost the name of the tomb, so never mind. It is lot 174 now.
What an impersonal name, but they are a great house of Waterdeep.
It's more like a street address. You make your way up, and it's actually a very nicely maintained tomb, and you can see just some ghosts, some specters just hanging out, talking. Their state of clothing comes from many various different generations past of Waterdeep. As you see the ghosts kind of nodding, like, "Oh, hello, are you visiting family or friends?" Ooh. Sorry, it's we like to mess with people sometimes doing that. Don't be alarmed. We're actually quite friendly here.
Oh, well,
You
that's
haven't.
good.
Pardon me. Sorry.
No, that's all good. We are out for a stroll. No, nobody in particular. We were given this location, 174. Yes.
Oh yeah, oh, man. Let me tell you about 174 and the people coming in and out of this place. It is like a little mini highway here for the undead. Oh, we have so many visitors the past couple of weeks. It's been unreal. Ooh, it's probably because we have the basilisk problem down in the basement. Like, ghosts don't get affected by it, but we try and tell people to stay out of the way. Ooh, scary basilisks.
That's quite good for us. We're actually on the lookout for some basilisks.
You know, you are not the first people to say that. There have been a lot of people trying to get down to the basilisk caves.
Huh. And I'll turn to Daisy. It's like, did they seem the adventure type to the ghost? Sort of like, I'm like making eyes with Daisy because of her unwariness towards the order now. Now, like, Eleanor is like, maybe now I'm ready to believe that they're the bad guys.
Well, I mean, family and friend matters are a little personal. I mean, I don't feel comfortable describing the people who it's kind of like a personal thing. Eleanor, give me a persuasion check. DC 16.
Boy.
See if you get more out of this ghost. Oh, 17.
Ugh. Gosh, these rolls.
Getting hot. You see the ghost like, well, I mean, they were armor plated. Some had robes. The very distinct red and yellow sashes, or some people had a red sash, some people had a yellow sash. Very, very armored and very equipped for battle. But when they came back up, they didn't look like they had a fight at all.
Huh. Curious. Do we recognize the attire, like the colors?
AZ 100% recognizes that attire because it has been sitting across the street from Trollskull Manor, keeping notes and keeping watch for the past couple of months. Whitney's got some thinking face going on.
Yeah. I mean, the only like Daisy's mind right now is she's like the people that she trusts most. One of them is Mari, and Mari is a thief, and she's kind of like
Existential crises about it, yeah.
And so, like, I'm like going through all my spells. I'm like, do I have message? Do I have sending? Can I get in touch with her? What will she tell me? But like, okay, so that's confirmed, sort of, for me, a little bit. Still doesn't mean that we shouldn't go and get what we need to get, because I would still love to not have golden eyes or have other people have golden eyes.
Oh, yes. And if you have golden eyes, you do have the ability to, you essentially just have true sight right now.
Oh, that's
So,
incredible.
see invisible things and see people in their true forms, and you can see through the ethereal plane as well.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
definitely doing that at the moment.
Oh yeah, Pichu, if you turn on your golden eyes, the population of the city of the dead almost doubles as you see ghosts that are just kind of chilling in like the quote unquote ghost only through the ethereal plane of just, they're not in full, they're kind of like out of focus, but they're definitely there, like having conversations with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wano turns on his golden eyes.
Yeah, you see the same thing.
Ah, he just starts screaming in horror. Oh no! Oh, what? Why?
So many ghosts.
What?
Like, well, I mean, they go down there. Like, there's no real reason for us to go. It's also quite a bit down there for the Basilisk Caves.
You say that they come back up as appearing as if they were were unarmed or unscuffed.
Unscathed. Like we've seen adventurers go down and actually die to the Basilisk. You get petrified, you get turned to stone, and then they just kind of eat the rock because that's what they do.
Yes, those rotten stone eaters.
But they are paladins and clerics and priests. I mean, they do have the ability to heal themselves, but you know, they didn't never looked hurried or harried. They looked quite relaxed and calm doing it.
Well, thank you for this helpful information. Do you by any chance have a cup of ectoplasm I could borrow?
Oh, that's a very personal question to ask. I mean, give me a persuasion check.
Amazing.
It's not my. Actually, I do have proficiency in this.
Nice.
21. He's like, well, I mean, you seem like good folks, and if you're going down to the Basilisk Caves, I mean, I suppose it shouldn't. Do you have a glass container of some kind?
Oh yes, quite a few. As much as you could squeeze in here would be much appreciated.
You see him say, "Oh, okay," and takes the glass vial, puts it up to his nostril, and then just does the classic farmer's blow and just
No.
and fills it right up, and it kind of like seeps and drips over the sides. Like, well, it's not a gracious way, but here you go.
I see it had been a while since you dumped your ectoplasm.
It's not something people ask for very commonly. You'd be quite surprised.
Quite
You're right.
surprised how many
I would.
times people don't.
They never do. It's
a shame, really.
Well, thank you, kind ghostly visage.
like, oh, no problem. Good luck with the basilisk, and hopefully you come back up as your mortal self and not as one of us. Oh, that's embarrassing when it happens, let me tell you.
White.
All right. Well, well met, Pichu. Shall we? And Eleanor will sort of like head towards the access door.
All right. As you head down, the tombs are very well maintained. They're very nice. It seems like a very nice, kind of relaxing place to have your eternal slumber or your eternal afterlife. But you do notice that in the far back of the corner, there is a crack and break in the masonry. Wano, your dwarven instincts kick in right away. It's not a natural, it's not like an earthquake or a sinkhole. It's like these are tool marks. People have like dug in and carved away through the tomb to get down to this place.
My stone cutting knowledge is kicking in.
Correct.
Wow.
It's
Wano like crawls on the ground like a dog and starts sniffing.
you immediately start to, you can taste like aspects of like pickaxes and pry bars and just like that fine sweet taste of granite and marble as it just kind of like all that dust mixes together.
Wano's on all fours and starts like putting his finger in. Yeah, pickaxe.
Can I cast a quick pass without trace on us?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
Everyone can drop your characters right there. Put a dragon bait on there. We got everybody? Hey.
Hey.
2, 3. We just need a daisy. All right. So everyone you can either give me a choice of one or the other. You can either give me an insight check or perception check.
They're equally underwhelming for me.
Ooh. Peachy with 1919. Insight for 19. See what Wano and Daisy get.
16.
Oh, I got a big 8.
Ooh, 8. And a natural 1 as well. Oof.
Yeah, not good.
Wano, can you give me insight or perception, please?
+7 to insight. That's incredible.
I know, right? Look how it came in handy.
Yeah.
all the natural ones. Oof.
I had one up here. It was 1320, and then.
Oh yeah, you did draw that first. The insight unfortunately is not enough. I apologize, but
That's
Pichu,
okay.
with 19, you come into this cave, and the thing that sticks out to you immediately is it's very dry in here. For something that has basilisk in theory, there's a lot of torches and like there is a lot of ambient light. You were expecting a cave to have your own light source. This is, aside from a couple of corners, this is exceptionally well lit.
Oh, it's mad lit.
It is mad, the maddest lit. It would have a PhD in cave literature.
From everything I know of basilisks, this is not how I would expect their dwellings.
And you also
Quite curious.
You also see no signs of petrified people anywhere.
Where are the still statues of their horrifying victims? Oh, by the way, do be careful gazing upon this creature. It can have quite detrimental effects.
Well, the fellows upstairs mentioned that there seemed to be some sort of cave system, so maybe they've retreated inward. If if they've been forced out of this level with this array of lighting and consorting with the tombs.
Could be.
You are free to explore the cave, move as you wish, but if you come across something, I'll say stop, and we'll see if you got to roll some dice or not.
Okay.
I did cast pass without trace on
Yes,
us.
so everyone has a +10 to stealth checks if you wish to do that.
Nice. I'll probably head down. Why is it doing this to me?
Oh, because you're on your ruler now.
Yes. Probably go around here and just kind of like follow the wall.
Absolutely. And you see this is natural cave wall, like natural stone structure. The chiseled and tooled part where it was at the entrance and is now given way to just this natural cave structure. If anyone wants to roll stealth, you got a +10.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll stealth.
Do it up, Wano.
The wit.
15. Bad.
I mean, the roll is actually quite bad, but pass the trace is awesome.
Hey, just because I called you a thief,
It's nothing personal. It's just
it's nothing personal. That's right. I
It's just
didn't
dice.
mean it personally either.
Yeah, so far no one sees anything. There's just a lot of goddamn torches in this cave.
I send Curtis over here, who will make a perception check. Actually has proficiency in perception.
Nice. Do it up.
So,
Curtis perception roll. As you hear like this little like, brrr. Oh, Curtis.
it's a 21.
Woo.
Nice.
Curtis picks up some growling noises from this little shaded part of the cave.
Well, I have my golden eyes on, so can I illuminate?
Your level can actually see through the darkness. So yeah, you actually see what appears to be a basilisk sitting right there, but it looks like it has not taken any notice of you. It seems to be just kind of like sitting on like a clutch of eggs.
Ew.
Eggs.
What
That
is it?
That
That's
just
not very
changed
bad.
everything in my mind. Dang it.
If it helps, she's not aware of it.
I guess that's true.
You can give me a perception check if you wish, Daisy.
Yeah, I guess like Juano is sort of like, ugh. I'll sort of turn around.
24. There is absolutely a basilisk in that shadow.
Nope.
And it is definitely clutched around something. I'll say, because it's even almost a 25, that's a hell of a good roll. And it's
in this area,
yeah, correct.
and then can I see what's in this area?
Oh, that's actually just like a stone. Like that's not a that's just a blank part of the map, like as a whole.
Okay.
Like a,
And then what about here?
that's also like cave wall. So like
cave
wherever you
wall?
see like the black is like the sides of the barriers of the cave.
And we need an eye stalk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I move like over here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stealthily.
Give me a stealth check, please, with your plus.
And okay, that is a 17 plus 10, 27.
Ooh.
And I would like to, where I'm standing, there's a spell called Snare,
Mm-hmm.
where I put a rope on the ground, and the trap triggers when a small, medium, or large creature moves onto the ground floor in the radius.
What's the radius and all?
The spell's radius 5 feet.
Oh, so just like a right around you, like.
And that would leave it hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground until the spell ends.
Perfect. And these caves actually have quite a high. There's about 15 to 20 feet above you of cave that kind of like just you lose the tops of the cave in the darkness due to the torches, but it's kind of echoey. It is very dry in here and somewhat coolish from what your previous encounter was like. But you sit down and you give your ritual as you see this magical rope begin to form into a loop and becomes a snare.
I'm going to tell everybody to back up as quietly as I can.
Yeah. And Daisy's expert Ranger Lord skills, she clearly marks the area of where the snare is.
Oh, nice.
Then, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this thing. I'm going for it. We're here. I'm gonna whistle really loud and run.
What? Wait.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage, please.
Okay, thank God for advantage. Oh, no, 13.
13 is enough.
I'm just trying to get it to chase me.
You hear like just kind of like this snarling, like almost like two stones grinding against each other as you see a basilisk pop out and go and sees Daisy and begins to run, or not run, but kind of like lopes towards her. What's the spell? What's the save DC?
Yeah, let me pull that up for you. Snare. It is.
Sounds dexterity.
No, it is. Where is it? It's. Oh, nope, it is dexterity. I thought it said. Oh, it's investigation to see it. Okay, so dexterity saving throw against my spell DC, which is 15.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be, unless it rolls super well, is a 6. As you see this basilisk get caught by the tail and whoosh, get suspended up into the air, and you see it kind of like thrashing around going. Also, for those who should be aware, if you look at the basilisk, you'll have to give me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Keisha did warn us.
He did warn us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anything you want to do to interact or attack with the basilisk is made at disadvantage because you're kind of looking away and not giving your full attention to it.
All right.
Yeah. So what do I have to roll?
You don't have to, if you don't look at it, you don't have to roll anything.
Well, okay. Yeah, I won't look at it then.
Good thinking, Daisy. All right. Sort of like looking downwards. All right. Any ideas how to extract this fella's parts? I guess. I mean, we could certainly render it unconscious or something. That could help us.
How long can you keep? Well, I guess the question is, with my magical tinkering tools, can I create a eyeball extractor? Because I assume that is what we essentially need.
Absolutely, you can. And I'll consider I believe the basilisk will be considered restrained.
Okay. Yeah, I'm brave enough for this. Oh wait. No, it's just
Wano could cast calm emotions.
Yeah, that would absolutely. I'd say that would negate the disadvantage on the check.
So the creature must make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Which the basilisks are known for.
Hey, welcome to the basilisk cave. Who needs a drink? You guys want a snack? No, they rolled an 8 on their charisma save. And you see this thrashing basilisk actually just kind of calms down quite a significant bit.
All right. Wow.
Oh, that snare is going to last 8 hours, so you have all the time.
All right. Okay. Well, if I have 8 hours, then okay. So yeah, I will. Rather than using magical tinkering or whatever, either using magical tinkering or my other ability, right tool for the job. I create an. If I do right tool for the job, it takes about an hour, and I create an eyeball extractor. All right, I believe I'm ready for our patient's surgery.
Give me some flavor. Give me some detail. Like how does Pichu get the parts to construct this? Is it like a Avengers Loki eyeball extractor? Is it like a?
Yeah, so I imagine he has essentially like a piece of like metal that he can like folds over and over again. So that it creates like a handle with a trigger, and these like protrusions that can go up and down with the trigger, as well as like a corkscrew, like when you put the pressure down, and it's makes the lever.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check, please. DC 15 to extract.
Well, I actually think first I will look at him, so I will do my Constitution saving throw
DC 12.
first. Yeah.
If you're looking at him, you're going to get advantage on the save because the basilisk is calm.
Okay. I'll take advantage on that then.
Oh, sorry, so you get advantage on the check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, the Constitution.
15.
Yeah.
So you feel the petrifying gaze, and you realize if you keep it locked too long, you may have some issues. But you manage to get your device up, and something that would normally be struggling viciously against being ensnared upside down is actually just kind of like hanging there, almost like a Christmas ornament.
And you said a medicine check?
A medicine check, DC 15. And you get advantage because the creature is calm.
Yeah, I will also cast guidance
Nice.
on myself. So advantage, medicine, not my best skill. Oh my god, I rolled an 18.
That's a D4.
Plus, I rolled 21.
21. Very nice.
Yeah.
As you hear this little mechanical funk, as the shock of having an eyeball, and you got everything, Pichu. You got the eye, the stalk, the nerve ending. It was a clean extraction, and you're actually quite surprised at the effectiveness of how efficient at removing this basilisk eye stalk is. Everybody now has advantage on saving throws made by, because there's only one eye to look at you for it. But you do hear off in the distance a very familiar sound of kind of just like plate on stone, just kind of like plate armor scraping on stone. As you hear in the distance, just two gauntlets just going.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Eleanor has sort of like been watching Pichu work and like not looking at the basilisk in general, but just kind of like keeping an eye on the room. As she turns around, like, who does she see?
She sees. One second, as I get the various cultists out.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I like the word various there.
And I'll get her picture up because this is a badass picture. This is Elandris the Redeemer.
Fancy.
As this human paladin wearing what formerly looked like silver armor has now been darkened mystically and kind of has like a shadow essence about her. As you see her come through, and she has 3 cultists with her who have these green robes on, golden eyes, and they look emaciated. They're very gaunt. Like you can see like their cheekbones. You can see like the tendons in their jaw. They've got like those gnarly, knobby, almost arthritic fingers and hands. As you see her have this great sword slung over her shoulder, she says, "It was all supposed to be so easy. You come in, you see the basilisk, you get turned to stone, and then we remove the problem. And now you've made my day a whole lot more complicated. And that really, really annoys me." And that's where everyone's going to target their tokens and roll initiative.
Ah.
For the sake of combat, I'm going to say the basilisk is out of it. Cultists?
Wow. This is just like, this is the kind of rolls everyone should expect from me going forward.
Wow. 0.
I've never in my life rolled a 0.
How did that cultist roll a 1.11?
That's a good question. I don't.
Oh, yeah. They have a 0.11 to their modifier, which is peculiar.
It's very.
Or actually, it's a 0.11.
Yeah. So Daisy, you.
Oh my God, snare is not concentration. I am so happy right now.
It is your
Okay.
first go.
Cool. I hate this. So how far away from me is she?
Let's use our measure tool on roll 20. 50 feet.
My longbow can do that.
Oh, yeah. And then some.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Fingers crossed.
Fire a shot.
Mm-mm.
A 7. You actually see her just kind of like nonchalant. She looks almost bored as she just kind of like shimmies to one side as the air goes clink, 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 clink down the hallway past her. You are above level 5. You have a second shot if you wish.
I do. I'm going to get mad and move closer to her a bit and do it again. Like past Basilisk here.
Basilisk is
No,
unconscious.
gosh, Daisy, come on.
As you see her dodge with her left shoulder, she just nonchalantly dodges with her right shoulder. It's like, ugh. And they called you the Ranger Lord. Overhyped, I'm afraid.
Yikes.
I didn't come up with that. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
No bonus action?
Not yet.
Okay. Eleanor, it is your go. As you see three cultists and the paladin staring you down.
Yeah, I mean, we've created a report. I don't want that slander towards our great Ranger Lord. I think I am going to sort of step forward, move over a little, call it here. And I'll say something along the lines of this, like, well, that's not very nice of you, and I will cast Thunder Wave.
Ooh, very nice.
Which, as I understand it, is a 15-foot cube around me.
Let's use the measuring tool.
So
around you or from you?
It's on self, so
Okay.
15-foot cube.
So you'd be just shy of the paladin.
Can we amend and just move me like 5 inch more?
Absolutely, you can.
Great. So yeah, so I would have sort of just like get in front of the group and just like thunder waved at them.
Perfect. So you cast Thunder Wave as you hear thunder just kind of echo out, kaboom, as you see like the walls of the cave shake. A bit of stone debris comes falling down from the top. As you see this force of thunder go blowing out forwards. What is your spell save DC?
It is a 14.
14. Let me do the cultist first. And it's Constitution save. I'm going to take a wild guess.
Yes, it is.
Cultist 1. And adding a +4 bonus to it. That's a save. 17 plus 4 is 21. And 16 plus 4 is 20 as they all... and the paladin herself.
Yeah.
A 3 plus 4 is 7. The paladin actually takes the full brunt of it.
Tinnitus! Yeah, so on a successful, they take half as much, and they're not pushed. On a failed, they take 3d8 damage, thunder damage, and push 10 feet away from me. So basically, like, out of the cave.
Yeah. She is going to bounce back and go boom, and you see her like slam off the wall and falls prone, and it's going to take another 5 for being hurled back into the wall. As you just everyone else sees like Eleanor raise out her arms and go kaboom as you see this magnificent force blow the paladin back, and for someone who's very arrogant, does not appreciate being knocked off her feet. It is Dragonbait's turn. Dragonbait's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to do a melee attack. Hiya. For 19
nice.
versus AC. For 321 totals. They are not dead, but they've taken a grievous wound from the Holy Avenger of Dragonbait as you smell, get his battle smells out. You smell violets.
All right.
Quite nice.
Pichu, it is your go.
Yeah, they do seem pretty clustered up, eh? Good idea, Eleanor. I think I have something for that. And he like Pichu touches his gauntlets, and a kind of like little pneumatic launcher fires off from it, and it's time for a shatter.
Ooh.
And so then a like little clump of I guess pure magical sound explodes out from that point right there. I guess I think that will still make everybody safe. Right there, technically.
What is your spell save DC? 15?
15, yeah.
Okay, so cultist 1. 19 plus 4 is 23. 15 plus 4 is 19. Constitution plus 10 is 14, so that's going to be a fail. And,
yeah, that's a fail, yeah.
And the Paladin Elandris, it's a 16 plus 4 is a 20. So everyone except this cultist right there
they'll take
half.
Yeah, they'll take half. And there's no pushing or anything like that.
So that's 13.
And then the one that seems to take the most damage, Curtis, flies up sort of further away and will make their strike. That's critical miss.
Critical miss. Actually, your shatter crushes the first cultist as they collapse and they turn into like a sickly green goo as the robes they were very tattered and just kind of like the pure force of sound just smites them.
Sorry, I should have warned you to cover your ears. And that's the end of my turn.
It is the cultist turn, and they're going to gang up on Eleanor because she did some mean, nasty magic. And they're standing next to each other, so they're going to get advantage for their fanaticism. Yep. That is a 23 versus AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 slashing as they go, psh, as they come in. And the second one is a 20, not a dirty 20, not a natural 20.
Yeah, that still hits.
For 5. Oh, actually, sorry. Because they're within the Paladin's aura, that becomes 11 and 9. That's 20 damage. As there seems to be this hateful necrotic essence that seems to be fueling their blades.
Ooh. So 20 and 7, so 27 total?
No, 20 in total. 20 in total.
Oh, 20 total. Okay.
Correct.
I mean, that's still...
That's still
That's still a lot, but...
Yeah.
And that is their move. Elandris the Redeemer, who rolled a 1 and is slightly above Wano, will stand up for half her move. Dink, 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 dink. Moves her 15 feet. And she will cast... Oh, yes, she will absolutely cast that. She casts Shield of Faith on herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, that's all she's going to do. That's all she can do. We come to Wano now. Elandris looks very upset she was knocked off her feet, and her cool blasé-faire attitude is now coming into Regina George, Mean Girls type of... You're going to feel the holy burn book at this point. Wano, your retort.
Let's see. I'd like to cast Let's see. How far is this person from me?
She is using.
Well, I got it. Hold on, just need to. Okay, within range. All right. I would like to cast Bane.
Ooh, nice. And you can do that on the cultist as well.
Yes. So up to 3 creatures.
3 creatures stand before you.
So 1, 2,
Nice.
3.
Okay, the 2 cultists with a +4 to this roll is a 19 and a 19. Ooh. And Elendris. 4. It rolls a 14 on it. I believe.
So that's a fail.
That is a fail. So she has a -4 to all her attack rolls and saving throws right now.
She deserves it.
So the occultist pass.
The cultist passed, the paladin failed.
Wow.
That's very embarrassing for the paladin.
Mm-mm.
That is your action. You still have a bonus action and a move left.
Let me see if I have any. I don't have any bonus. Wait, let me make sure.
You've already cast a numbered spell, so your spell casting options would be very limited.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Perfect. Daisy, you see Wano squares up next to you. Daisy, it is your turn, as you've seen a magical, masterful display of magic being done in front of you. You actually see that all the sound, all the sonic and thunder attacks have actually started, like a bit of debris starting to fall from the top of the ceiling. And you actually hear a bit of your natural ranger sense, like, oh, we may be compromising
No.
the walls of this cavern.
Oh, bad. Bad.
There is a city of the dead above you.
Good job, but also, let's not do that again. I'm going to move forward about here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to throw one of my hand axes at her.
Perfect. Her AC is a significant.
And that is a 20.
Natural 20. Bap. Roll up your damage, please. I have to do her Constitution saving throw. Nice job.
That is a 9. So I don't know if you double the damage or double the dice.
It's been doubled in roll 20.
Okay. 1d6 plus 3 is what I rolled. I didn't double anything.
All right. Well, you can either roll another d6 or we can double that to 18 if you wish.
18 sounds fabulous.
Perfect.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on that.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. First, let me do the Constitution save to see if
do what you got to do.
keeps. She fails on her Shield of Faith spell. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Well,
a
she
bad
is
day for a
against the
paladin.
Ranger Lord. Come on.
It's true. So Ensnaring Strike, what do I have to roll for that? I believe it's a dex.
Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, writhing mass of thorny vines appears at point of impact. Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
I assume that's against my spell. Okay, yeah, she saves.
With a 27. Oof, where was that earlier? But you are level 5 and above. You do get a second attack if you wish.
Let's go. I got 2 hand axes.
Nice.
21.
Two hand axes and a microphone.
Why do I ever do any other weapon? These guys have always done me well.
That is a push. You hit her AC of 21.
That is a hit. Then, yeah.
That is absolutely a hit.
9
For
again.
9.
Nine again.
Ooh. Paladin is not rolling well. You see her take some wounds. She's like, oh. She's not happy. So you bonus action, move, attacked. That is it.
I did it all.
Eleanor.
All right, I'm down to a few spells, so I'm gonna use a cantrip. I'm gonna do Torn Whip on this guy, the guy that's in front of me, I think.
Absolutely.
So
The spell save DC 14 for Dex plus 4 is a natural 1. It doesn't matter.
let's go.
As where do you wish to move? Ping on the map where you wish to move the cultist and roll up the damage for it.
Probably. I don't know what my pingy is not working.
Ping it here.
Yeah, I can't really ping, but yeah, probably just like essentially like, drag him around to my other side.
Perfect. Bap.
So probably your suggestion is perfect.
And what's
then
the damage?
And then it's
as you see these thorny whips come out from Eleanor's hand and just kind of whirls and twirls this cultist behind her.
And that is 2d6 damage.
Ooh, 8.
For 8 damage.
Very nice. Very nice. Dragonbait sees you actually smell, because he's quite upset. Anger is baked bread.
Oh.
Takes a swing with his Holy Avenger for a 20. I think that's a crit.
That is.
This is going to hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's 13 plus 18 is 31. Ooh, oh my goodness. Elandris takes a beef. She looks exceptionally bad. She looks like she's in a lot of trouble. As you see, you smell kind of lemonsy, or not lemon. The baked bread scent gets stronger. Pichu, it is your go. I'm rolling terribly. I did not expect this fight to go this way at all.
Yeah, this is this paladin should be ashamed of themselves. This was ridiculous.
Unreal.
Okay.
Dice tell the story sometimes.
They do. Yeah, why? No, I'll hold on to that. Okay. No, I'll just be boring. I'll come up to this cultist that has sort of broken the front line and go for an uppercut with my gauntlets.
Nice. Anime style. 15 versus AC. 15 is a push.
That's 12 thunder damages.
Kaboom. If you've done some serious damage to this cultist, they're not looking great.
And then a punch down into the ground.
24 is definitely a hit.
7 more damages.
Describe punching this cultist into oblivion.
Yes. After going up with the left, coming down with the right into the ground, I assume just smashing their spine in half.
Yeah, you hear the sickly crunch and you see kind of like this. They're actually not bleeding blood. They've got that same ooze from the sewer that you saw earlier coming out of their body.
That's a lot of goo. And then with my bonus, Curtis will attack the other cultist. The 26 to hit.
Rolling hot. Roll up your damage. That definitely makes impact.
Can I click it? No. All right. It's 6 damages.
6. They've not taken much.
6 force, yeah.
Okay, as it takes in the shot, as it takes the hit, is the cultist retort, and they're going to attack Eleanor. They don't get advantage anymore because all its friends are dead.
Heck yeah.
For 16 versus AC.
AC 13, so still
That's a hit.
gets me.
And this is going to be +4, is for 7 slashing. Ka-cha. And this
Eleanor's looking rough. She's probably like holding like her arm and just like bleeding probably out of it.
Well, The Elandris sees the opening and is going to take a swing with her sword. And she gets multi-attack.
Oh,
19 versus AC.
yep.
For 9 slashing plus 4 is 13 slashing.
Eleanor's down.
Boom. Eleanor's dropped unconscious as you see like these black entrails of necrotic smoke come off of her longsword. As she
Oh my.
she turns her attention. Actually, sorry. Eleanor, that did not happen. I completely
Yeah, I was
forgot.
about to say, Bane should have taken hold.
She's actually sorry. We're gonna bring yourself back up to where you were previously. Rewind time because I forgot. She's a paladin and she's gonna lay on hands and give herself a full complete. Ooh, as you see her heal herself up total.
Mm.
Interesting.
The
Interesting.
hits she's taken have been rough, but that's all she can do. Wano, it is your go. You had her within 2 hit points.
Wow.
Wow, that's wild.
Oh, Curtis should have gone for the other attack.
Should have gone for the jugular.
Yeah.
Oh, she will cast as a bonus action for her next go. You see her sword lights up blue.
Holy or magical weapon here, probably.
Wano just claps his hands together and goes, "Okay, enough of that," and casts Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
Nice.
And since this is a lower than level 3, it just happens automatically. You see the glow on her sword fade. Wrathful Smite is no longer available. Nicely done. Good job.
Yeah. Cool. Very good.
Our dearest Ranger Lord, it is your go.
Oh, geez. Well, let's do it again. So
Let's do it again.
Get some hand axes going.
yeah, here we go. Here we go. Nope, let's not do it again.
Oh, you get 2 tries.
18 though.
Unfortunately, it just hits the side of her armor and bounces off harmlessly. That does not beat her AC.
18.
18 does not hit.
Wow.
Oof.
She's wearing full plate.
Yeah,
Mm.
Daisy had some good rolls last round.
You have
They've
a
all been
bonus action move.
negated.
See more axes come flying out.
I don't have any applicable bonus this round.
All right. Eleanor, Elandris the Redeemer was glowing menacingly, and then Wano casted some dispelling magic, and she's back to normal sinisterness as she stands in front of you and is not happy with the amount of effort she's having to put into this fight.
Yeah. Eleanor, who's still sort of like holding her arm dramatically. I mean, it's bleeding pretty freely. She will. I don't think anybody's actually in range. They might both be in range, I guess, diagonally, but I will disengage
Oh, perfect.
just to make sure I don't cause any sort of damage, and I'll sort of fall back
Brilliant.
and say something like, I don't consider myself a coward, but this has been a longer field day than I thought it would.
You have
And
a bonus and a move left. Or whatever.
and yeah, so then as my bonus action, with that sort of like, I'm not a coward, but I'm fighting the good fight. I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself
Nice.
to regain 1d4 plus my ability modifier. So,
Do it up. Do it up.
whoop.
Oh,
All right.
3 plus your modifier.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out what my modifier is now. Chaka.
Eleanor, you're a wisdom.
Wisdom. Yes. So that would be a total of 6 points, which is not too bad.
It's better than 0.
Exactly.
And it's our beloved Dragonbait's turn as he's going to take another swingy swing.
Get her, dragon bait.
For 24 versus AC. Ooh.
Nice.
For 9 and 6 radiant is 15 damage as the damage piles onto Elandris the Redeemer once more. As you smell more baked bread, it's filling up the room quite a bit. You can still see like little bits of stone and debris and dust coming down from the top. Pichu, it is your turn.
All right. Seeing his companions are having a little bit of a time hitting this paladin. A compartment, I guess, like on his other gauntlet, opens up and shoots out this fairy fire. Give me a dexterity saving throw with the cultist and our paladin friend here.
Perfect. So this +4, the 22 for the cultist. Man, this aura is working great for the cultist. And for Elandris is a 20. Ooh.
All right. Well, that was a waste of a spell slot. So no. Oopsie. Yeah, I thought that was a bit of a leap. Well, for the next minute, that area has dim light around it. And finally, as a bonus, Curtis will take another little 4 strike on the cultist. It's a 13 to hit.
13 as he misses it. The cultist parries off the force blast with its scimitar.
That was a turn.
All right. The cultist sees you aiming with your little friend and comes up to you, Pichu. It's going to take a swing at you with a scimitar for an 18 versus AC.
That is I think that's a push, actually. It is a push.
All right. For damage is 3 + 4 is 7 slashing as it comes running up, ducks down, and you just go right across your gut. All it can do. Elandris will do some tactical moves and move right in here. She will cast a bonus action spell and use her multi-attack on one shot on Dragonbait for 20 versus AC.
Ooh.
For 17 slashing. Ooh, Dragonbait.
Dragonbait.
Takes some serious damage, and Dragonbait has to give me a Constitution save of 20 and makes it and takes half damage for 2 thunder damage as you see more rocks and stone come down from the top. And you see Elandris focus her gaze on you, Daisy. And she says, "Really, Ranger Lord, you're going to challenge me?" As she swings up her sword.
Let's had her.
Oh, for an 11 versus AC.
No.
She misses completely. Well, that is her turn. As we go to Wano, who's been very clutch this fight.
Wano wants to let me see. Just make sure here.
When you rolled Fairy Fire, did she have her Bane
Oh, good.
D4? I forget what she rolled on that one.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Dexterity. Or it would be a 20.
Oh yeah, then there's no way. My DC is 15, so
I'm gonna put a marker on her so she knows. I know she has Bane. That's twice I forgot.
I'd like to cast Healing Word.
Excellent. Who are you healing word on?
I think who needs the most? Barbara?
Yeah, I'm a
Definitely.
10 out of 38.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I think right. Is it? Are we all tabletop?
That's
It's a wise call.
All right. You get, let's see,
A D4.
1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Ooh, for
Ooh.
7. Nice.
Thank
7
you.
points.
You still have a main action left because that was a bonus action.
That was a bonus
Yeah,
action.
you can cast a cantrip if you wish.
Let's. Oh, it does say bonus action. Okay. Cantrip. I will cast. Let's see. What should I cast from my vast spells that I have? I will cast guidance.
Ooh. Who are you casting guidance on?
Let's see. Who needs it? Who's been rolling?
It is
Huh?
it is for ability checks and not attack rolls, just so you know. Bless would do
Okay.
attack rolls and saving throws.
But it's also a concentration.
Yeah. If you have Sacred Flame, that works too.
I do have Secret Flame.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame. All right,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Who are you casting Sacred Flame on?
On a creature I can see. Must. Okay, so I'll do that on the
On Elandris?
on Elandris.
Okay, so she gets a +4 minus a D4. Ooh, so that's an 18. Roll. For 2 is a 16, unfortunately. Just misses as she dodges out of the way.
Oh,
Bane is doing its job, though. It's a numbers
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's my turn. I don't know you.
You're not my supervisor. Daisy, our Ranger Lord, you are now face to face with Elandris.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Cause oh my gosh, I'm rolling so bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
11th
You're
hand
nervous.
axe. Ugh. Clanks off of her armor. You do have a second attack.
Yeah.
17.
Still no.
Unfortunately, again, she's built of hardy material. As she just takes the second shot and ignores it. You see sparks from your hand axe just arc off her side.
As my bonus action, I'm gonna do hidden step and turn invisible.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna move behind her over here.
Perfect. Excellent. Eleanor, it is your go. You've backed up, you've healed, you've seen your allies come in, and Daisy just disappears from sight as you see more debris
Amazing.
from the top come down.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Let me think here. We're down to some cantrips. Let's see which one's the best use of our time here. Oh, this one's 10 feet. That's not too bad. I don't want to get too close to her. I'll, square back up into battle position, just kind of like, I'm not out yet.
Nice.
And I will sort of like out of my pouch pull out like a little like a handful of powder, and I'll cast poison spray
Ooh.
at Elandris.
Hey, that's a
And-
Constitution save, I imagine, or is it an attack roll?
Yes, Constitution save, or they take 1d12 poison.
+4 is 12, -4 d4. Yeah, she is taking 1d12 poison, please.
Heck yeah.
Taking
5. Not too bad. Not too bad.
It's almost like she's going through like those perfume and cologne counters at the mall. She's like,
Yeah.
oh. What is
That's
that,
my
oregano?
turn.
5. Ooh, she's taking damage again. Dragonbait is going to try. He smells baked bread and some poison. Choppy for 24 versus AC. Ooh, Dragonbait's
All right.
rolling well
this is-
tonight for
This
50.
Dragon
dragon
Bait
gets
ready?
my-
As you see slashes across her back, as you see kind of like her cape and like her sash is kind of like slashed down a little bit. Her black armor still like keeping her integrity together. As you say, why is it heroes are always the most annoying to fight? Pichu, it is your go.
Let's finish off this cultist, I think. Thunder Gauntlets. 1. That's an 18 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, both hit.
The first one does 6 damages. The 9 damages. So 15 in total.
15? Oh, you've done some serious damage. You see boom, boom. As you see this impact and just like the thunder sound of like vibrating through and goes back. As you see more cracks and fissures open up in the cave wall behind you. You see more stone and debris come collapsing down.
And then a little blast comes from Curtis. It's a 26 to hit.
That's a super hit.
And another 6 damage.
Oh, he's so close. It's like
damn it.
Just kind of like that Mortal Kombat, just stunned and dazed, just kind of like barely holding their scimitar in hand. As is their turn for the cultist. And they're going.
And then they have disadvantage attack anyone else but me right now.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to attack you.
Yeah.
For 21 versus AC.
That should have hit, but instead, a compartment of his his like chest plate blows up and flashes, and he casts shield.
Very cool.
Nice.
Everyone gets that temporary blinding light, bing, as this magical shield protects Pichu from the damage. And it's going to be Elandris. I got bad news for you, Daisy. As you see her eyes go gold.
Damn it.
And she turns like, there you are, little Ranger Lord. And she's going to do her multi-attack on you and maybe actually roll high. For a 15 versus AC, but I gotta remove a D4. For 12 versus AC.
Well, it's not going to do it.
As Wano's bane keeps up, and you see the frustration in her face is growing and growing. It's 20 minus a D4 is 17 versus AC.
Yeah.
All right. For 4 slashing, but she's going to put a divine smite behind this as well.
Oh, geez.
Sure.
For 12 damage. See, ka-chong, as you feel unholy energy just burn into your body. And that bonus action, he's going to save it. Wano, it is your go.
Oh, I have to say this is starting to annoy Wano in his righteous journey, where he has never did anything wrong. Blameless.
Blameless Wano.
Blameless. Wano the Blameless is what they call him. That's right.
When did they start doing that? After you get convicted of his first crime.
Wano is going to cast. I'm going to use. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, who are you going to do it on?
I think we all know.
The Paladin. It's an attack roll. Do it up.
Yeah, we're going to do it on the Paladin. Let's do it. Guiding Bolt.
Oh,
Ooh,
25.
Nice.
Absolutely hits.
Love it.
Roll up your damage and describe what is your radiant guiding bolt.
Just Wano just like puts his hands in the air like he's catching a baby. And as he catches the baby, this baby turns into a big bolt.
All right, roll up
of pain.
Hits her square, and you can see like her chest plate is starting to get dented and crumpled as this holy energy keeps slamming down on her for 17. Ooh.
Boom! Just fires it off right
into damage roll.
That's a very good
right
damage
into
roll.
the chest.
She's looking rough. She's looking very rough.
And just like winks at her like, shouldn't have come down here.
Daisy, our Ranger Lord, it is your go.
I want to do something real wild. I'm sick of this.
Do it.
Do
So
it.
if I wanted to grapple her, drag her, what do I need to do to make that happen?
So it'd be a strength athletics check against her athletics or her acrobatics. And then if you succeed, you can go anywhere you want, but you're going at half speed because you're dragging her with you.
I'm going to try. Try.
Absolutely.
I want to do something weird.
I feel like you get advantage on this too because of the guiding bolts.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely do because the guiding bolts. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And Bane.
The Bane only works for attack rolls and saving throws, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. 18.
All right.
But if I have advantage, we'll try again. No, it's an 18.
Okay. For 16, you wrap your arms around Elandris the Redeemer. You can go anywhere you want. You can only move half speed with her, but you can go anywhere you want.
I want to get her as close to the basilisk as I can.
Absolutely. You'll provoke an attack of opportunity from the cultist, but you can push her it's free move. You can push her any way you want.
I'm going to attempt to feed her to this thing. So
It is a calm basilisk.
Calm emotions lasts a minute.
Oh.
So I assume it's over.
All right.
I don't know. This is my plan.
We'll see. We'll see. Go 1, 2, 3. I assume you're going.
I might not get her there all in one go.
But you have her in range. And I will say she has to do a Constitution saving throw because you pushing her towards it.
That's right. It's going to look at her.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Got one eye.
And it's
Got one eye.
Wait a second. I got to roll a d4. This is going to be critical. For a 3, for as a 14, just missed the petrifying. But that is your turn. Eleanor, is your go as you see big, strong Frolbog, Daisy the Ranger Lord, wrapped her furry arms around Elandris and is forcibly moving her closer and closer towards the basilisk. What do you wish to do?
I'm not getting between the Ranger Lord and whatever she wishes, honestly. But I heard Pichu, on his last round being like, why is this guy still over here? So I will thorn whip the cultist that remains.
Absolutely.
We can handle this guy while Daisy handles Elandris.
Unfortunately, the cult is still under the effect of the aura of the actually just out of range. That's still natural. That's still a 20 though on the roll. As your thorn tries to wrap around and grab purchase around its leg, but just this cultist still has the lingering effects of the protection magic as she moves out of the way. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Bonus and a move.
I will move to flank it so that Pichu and Dragonbait may get advantage of some sort.
You will unfortunately provoke an attack of opportunity from Elandris because you were adjacent to her. He's going to do it with disadvantage and minus
That's
a
fair.
d4.
That's fair.
Natural 20. Ooh.
Of course. Of course. That's what I get. That's what I get for being a hero, not a scientist.
For 10 slashing.
but because it's disadvantage, I assume the other one is not a critical hit.
Oh, right. Sorry. So that is just 4 slashing plus 4 is 8. And she will put a divine smite on that. She is that paladin.
Just flailing.
For 12. Ooh, so 8 and 12, it's 20 damage in total. As it just, she's being held, but she kind of upswings and catches you on the side.
I'm down.
Down again for the first time.
For the first time. This never happened before.
Dragonbait is going to come over to you as you smell. What's his concern smell?
Dragonbait.
You smell violets again as he's going to give you a cure wounds. For 10 plus 10 plus 4 is 14 points of healing as he comes. You see his hands
Good.
restore some vitality to you.
Oh.
Pichu, it is your go.
All right. Attack 1 against the cultist. That's a 23 to hit.
You don't even need to roll damage. How do you destroy this cultist?
I imagine it's like a short punch right to the gut that flies them back. And, shatters their bones once again.
You see larger debris begin to fall from the ceiling with as more thunder sounds echo out and reverberate throughout the cave. Cultists are done.
And then Pishu will move over and be like, "Yes, hold them quite still." So I assume I have advantage on this roll.
You do.
All right. Burp. Oh my god, it's only 13 to hit. This paladin is incredible.
So you just landed into the side of the armor and kapunk as you see her begin to almost trying her best to fight against Daisy.
And then a little peep from Curtis.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 9.
No.
This armor this paladin's wearing is doing a lot of heavy lifting today. As Elandris is trying to just thrash out of Daisy's arms. And then it's going to be Elandris's go. Again, she's within range, so Constitution save. Let's roll a d4. 216. Ooh, almost again. She's going to try and busticate out. So Daisy, you're going to give me a opposed strength athletics check.
You got
Got 17.
Come on.
20. As you can feel like she is a strong lady as she's just trying to flex her arms out, and you're like, nope. Ranger Lord says you're staying put as you just furlball bear hug her, keep her in place. That's all she can do. Wano, it is your go.
Oof. Wano is going to let's see. It says I have a range of 120. So I don't need to be. Is this am I at a disadvantage with where I am now?
No, you actually have advantage because she's restrained.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna do another guiding bolt then.
Perfect. Do it up. 22 apps just barely hits her AC. Roll up your damage.
There we go. Bring that baby out.
12. Wano, describe how you've killed Elandris the Redeemer with your last guiding bolt.
Woo!
Again, Wano, what was I calling? What does everyone call me? I mean,
The blameless.
the blameless.
The
Wano the blameless. The eyes are shooting up, and you could see the radiant damage. Bless Wano. He speaks a little giant, to his all father, Anam.
Nice.
And just brings in this bolt and just one-handed to the face.
As you see, just the front of her flesh and skull just begin to get melted off by radiant light. Daisy, you gotta avert your eyes as you see she slumps forward, and then you just see she begins to lose consistency as she turns into this black goop, and it just all begins to melt and liquefy as it just sinks all into her armor as it all collapses, clank, 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 down to the ground. You see this black pool of ooze come out at your feet as you see more bits of debris begin to fall down from the top. Congratulations, you have killed Elandris the Redeemer. It is also 10:30, so we are going to call it there. So future episodes, we have a live show coming up at Fan Expo. Pichu will be part of the party
Oh, cool.
that is going to
I wish I was going now.
do a follow-up episode, but we are going to do a big meeting Avengers episode with everyone involved to come down and be like, hey, WTF, mates, what have you been experiencing so far? But that is it. You guys are almost done. There's 2 episodes left to record. Thank you so much for playing. That was a great fight. That was great role playing. You guys are amazing. We got to see our ranger shine. We got to see Wano remain blameless for all his actions. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you at Fan Expo. And yeah, we're almost ready to wrap up Volume 2 of Tales from Trollskull. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yahoo!